Yes, New Year's! Almost. It's the 31st. We are doing a 2024 review of the year.
And also around, I guess, 11 o'clock our time, 12 o'clock Eastern, we're going to switch over to the countdown.
And hello to you, Paris Paradox, I believe is how you say your name. I am bad at reading, so I'm just going to assume. And thank you for that duck bat. The dancing duck boy is so cute.
Also, you pre-gamed.
What?
You pre-gamed. You drank a little before you...
Oh yeah, I'm slightly drunk. I think it's gone down. I don't think I'm as drunk.
Alright.
You know, my V2 model looks drunk because why she always have blushy face, I don't know.
Alright, let's go.
Go.
ExtraTug.com for exclusive content that YouTube won't let me post, and also a bunch of perks you have to see to believe.
Alright, so... We didn't stick the landing on this one. That's not to say that this year has been a masterfully crafted floor routine. It's been a pretty...
So stick the landing in what way?
I don't know who we voted for. I don't think I want to know, but...
I don't know. I think after the corpse...
Yeah.
Yeah, Biden was essentially just a puppet corpse.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Dramatic shit show front to back. But I mean, goddamn, the liberal cope inside of my heart right now is palpable. It's burning blue hot. But even though this year was dominated by a billion-dollar election cycle, a lot...
Ooh. Hulkamania!
I saw someone compare this to literally Idiocracy because... Remember we watched that movie?
Oh yeah! But the...
Oh my god, we are living in Idiocracy. It became a movie and now it's a documentary.
We're all screwed.
We're all fucked.
That's why the aliens are here, right?
Fucking get me off the planet.
A lot of other things happened, and some of the things that happened were brat. That's a 2024 term that I hope we leave in 2024, god damn it. So just like...
Yes, please.
Maybe it's because I'm old, but I have avoided most of this. Of course, to be fair, when I was growing up, I avoided most of the trendy stuff too.
Yeah.
I grew up as an adult. I literally was a teenage adult.
No, you just grew up isolated and didn't want to deal with other people. Like me.
Yeah. Unless it's Pokemon.
Pokemon, anime, which...
Pokemon anime, the only thing I care about. If it's anything that has to do with popularity stuff, it can just go off into the void. I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna wear whatever the fuck I feel like wearing, and most of that has Sephiroth's face on it. Continue.
Last year, Big Tugg's gonna break down the last 365 days to remind ourselves just how bad it actually was. So go ahead, sit back, pour yourself a little flute of champagne.
Talk about the cute thing?
Cute thing. What is it? It's Kitty! I love the kitty. Thank you.
We have old cat and new cat.
Old cat, new cat.
Realize that is nowhere near enough alcohol to erase the memory of this year and get out the pint glass. Here's to forgetting 2024 and trying to remember the most happy and memeable moments in the year instead of all the horrible, horrible things.
Oddly enough, 2024 went downhill towards the end of 2024.
Well, for us personally, for personal reasons. We'll talk about it after the video.
Wait, go get me my peppermint schnapps shake.
I'll get it after.
Give me my booze.
Now you're too...
Give me my booze. I feel like I
So
can
to
drink more
begin,
of it.
instead of watching the ball drop, let's talk about all the people who dropped the ball really hard this year. And that, whatever, it's a fun little joke. Category of the biggest ball drops of 2024. This is when certain people or entities did something that was supposed to be good, was not good, turned out to be really bad, and now we're gonna make fun of them for it. For example, let's talk about the Elmo tweet fiasco. In January of this year, whoever was in charge of the social media for Sesame Street made a simple yet devastating mistake. In a seemingly innocuous move, they had Elmo tweet, "Just checking in, how is everybody doing?" And guys,
What? How is
Why?
that?
What happened?
I'm scared. It's the internet.
Oh no.
this shit got way too real, way too fast. This tweet went viral almost immediately. It had over 200 million views in just under 3 days. And almost every one of the thousands of people who replied to this tweet were just trauma dumping on poor Elmo.
Oh, just check.
I'm on 12th Street. I'm the low. I'm at my lowest. Thanks for asking. Oh my god.
Shit.
I'm going to real feel. I'm at my fucking limit.
I'm on my 12th reason. Oh no.
Oh, people are funny.
Elmo's little ears. Does he have ears? People were saying shit like Elmo. My wife left me. Elmo.
Oh, we are tired.
The earth is melting. Elmo. There are like 10 genocides happening at once right now. And what's worse is, Elmo left everyone on red. He didn't reply to one goddamn tweet. And I can't blame him. Elmo is canonically 3.5 years old. 3.5. And he puts the half in there because that's important to a young kid like him. Eventually, in a PR cleanup move, Elmo did a bunch of morning talk shows to talk about the tweet and how important it is to reach out to your friends, which was equally as devastating. So there was a little good with the bad here, but Jesus Christ, learn from your mistakes. Stop tweeting at Muppets. If Muppets actually had the ability to ask people how they were doing, Jim Henson would still be alive. That's a dark joke. Up next in the ball dropping category is a topic I'm very passionate about, which is the Apple Vision Pro. Do you remember the Apple Vision Pro?
Oh yeah, remember that.
Apple is known for its visionary products, its world-changing ethos, and perfectly priced technology. And they brought us big-ass tablets that acted like phones, but they just had screens, and it was $799. Get out your wallet, it's perfect technology. Make sure to buy it on launch day, because the battery's gonna shit itself in 2 years. I don't know if you can tell, but I personally fucking hate Apple. I've been a PC fanboy my whole life. Apple, I just can't understand it. I have an iPhone.
I agree. I don't care for Apple.
You know, when I was in high school, we had MacBooks. I miss them back in the day. I don't know how much Apple's changed in 20 years. I'm scared to look.
I've never been so confused using an Apple when I was in my design class back in high school.
I was bad as when I had, like, I used Apple through high school. Then went to college. I had my PC. There was Windows. Then with my last class, my photography class, we had Macintosh.
I'm getting my alcohol now.
Go get your alcohol.
Oh shit, standing up.
Here, I'll get it. You sit down.
No, I'm moving. I'm already over here.
What are you doing?
I'm getting my alcohol.
You can't drink live on stream. Let's get TOS.
No, it's not. Since when?
Since I said so. You're boring our people. Come on.
You're boring.
You're boring.
You're boring.
Why are we drinking on New Year's?
No, really?
Why are you drinking on New Year's? At least you're not driving.
I can't drive.
Oh, by the way, that's why my company lets us off on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
Uh-huh.
They don't want us out driving big rigs when everybody's out drinking and driving. That's actually a thing, I was told.
The alcohol is strong in the shake.
From Red Robin of all places.
Nah, it's just me. I'm just a lightweight. I don't drink.
Alright, continue.
Because people make fun of other people for having green bubbles, but that's it. But the only thing that sucks more than overpriced Apple products is the fanboys that suckle at Steve Jobs' teeth. And in February, the geniuses over at Apple dropped the next big thing in technology, the Apple Vision Pro. Everyone go home.
Can you imagine wearing that on your face?
Isn't that like the, remember?
Oculus Rift. The VR headsets. I'm taking that away from you.
No.
Baby, they solved all of our problems. And the Apple fanboys, they were kicking toddlers in the teeth to get a screening of this thing in the stores. And what was the Apple Vision Pro? Well, let me tell you, it was game-changing technology. It was a VR headset. End of the list of what it was. You know, VR, the thing that Oculus and HTC Vive and even Steam have been doing since like 2015. Apple threw the hat in the ring, and then...
Let me know when they get VR good enough where we can live .hack.
They have VR porn.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know if he'll talk about it, but Apple sucks so bad you have to spend another, what, $500 if you need glasses.
Goody, so be extra blind.
Where these headsets, you can wear your glasses.
No, dude, premise of .hack.
Oh yeah, where you go into a coma.
Coma and you live in the video game forever.
I wonder if that's the premise for a Digital Circus Life.
Yeah, episode 1. Someone mentioned that to me, and I was like, oh yeah, you're right. At least for Pomni. It could have been a different for the other characters, but whatever, just continue.
Yeah, that's all it was. It had like the ability to have really good pass through. Like you could see the room you were sitting in and do things in front of you, but that was the difference maker. That's pretty much the only thing. And the fact that you could connect your other Apple products to the Apple Vision Pro, which every Apple product sells that as a marketing device. I can connect my PC to like my car. Like that's not a big deal. It wasn't video game ready, which is a big reason why people buy VR in the first place, and it just lacked a lot of features. And this would all be okay if they sold it for $300 or $400. Fuck it, I'll give you $600 for this shitty product. But the retail price was $35.
What?
Yeah.
That's how much you spent on our new computer.
No, I spent less than this for our new gaming PC that has way, way more computing power than these fucking things do.
No, I'll just ram my face into the TV. That's how you VR.
And also to add to this, like I said, if you need glasses, you can't wear glasses underneath this. You have to buy special inserts, which means you have to send them your prescription to Apple, and they send you the inserts back for an extra, I think, $500 or some shit. I could be wrong, but...
$100. Are you people fucking stupid? Why would you purchase that? And then just like the Cybertruck, for the first couple months, everyone really tried to like defend the fact that they bought it and how it's actually really useful and not shitty. I promise you it's not shitty. But if you notice, by the third month, everyone just shut the fuck up. Because it wasn't worth talking about because it was a fucking scam. Estimates for how much money Apple spent developing the Vision Pro topped $20 billion, but the company's projection of selling 800 units this year missed the mark by nearly 400,000. Their estimate was off by half, which is obviously, who do you think is buying this shit? And I don't know if you've noticed, but Apple's been not too chatty about, you know, the Apple Vision Pro. I think they discontinued it. So the ball was massively dropped, both by Apple and the fucking dorks who decided to buy this thing and flex on everybody else. There's like videos of people walking around.
By the way, the last thing I want to do is wear a $3,500 Vision headset while I'm in the subways.
Oh yeah, someone's gonna steal your shit, right?
You won't be able to see the fist coming at you in real time. It's kind of a delayed.
Town with these things on like they're wearing a Rolex. It's embarrassing. All right, up next we have Boeing, and I'm going to be real careful about what I say in this segment because I don't want to die. But in January of this year, the door flew off a Boeing 737 plane during an
telling you about this one.
Oh yeah, didn't you just? That was in the when we were the jam. That happened recently.
This happened earlier this year. I'm talking about the plane crash.
Yeah, I know that you showed me that was Boeing, right?
Yeah,
I was saying that just happened.
Yeah. They didn't show the part of the plane blowing up that I showed you at Red Robin, but
it's the same company.
Yeah. Basically,
and they just killed 170 something people.
Yeah. Well, supposedly the landing gear didn't come down on the plane, and,
I don't want to fly ever again.
Even though you have to go to Japan,
No! Can we take a boat to Japan?
I'll get you a rowboat, start paddling. Pick up Johnny Somali on the way.
Alaskan airline flight. And personally, I thought if a door fell off a plane, everyone would get sucked out of it immediately, but that's not true. I think everyone lived. But that was just the old tip of the iceberg in terms of what we would find out about the Boeing folks, because turns out that wasn't just a fluke. These boys are fucking up hard. The gigantic misstep of safety called into question quality control concerns at Boeing. And it turns out over the past 3 years, Boeing has been the subject of 32 whistleblower complaints. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like you should be buying louder whistles, because 32 in a row that should have done it. And in the wake of the door...
I wonder, when did he make this video? Because, okay, that what you showed me, that just happened, right?
This probably came out before that plane crashed. By the way, for the record, we flew Southwest last time we flew, and they're all Boeing 737s.
We could have died?
Yeah, probably.
I don't want to fly anymore.
Well, flying's still small.
I never want to fly again.
I'll buy you a parachute.
No!
I'll just get out and start flapping and take my chances with that.
No!
We're flying off, 100 more workers filed complaints. And then things get really super dark, and it's why I'm scared to talk about this topic. In spring of this year, 2 high-profile whistleblowers were gonna testify against the company, and then they, died. Mysteriously, they died. But that's tragic, but it's nobody's fault. Nobody is to blame for the deaths of these men. They were at their own devices. Joshua Dean died suddenly of complications from staph infection, and John Barnett died from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. You know.
Yeah, it's just went.
But why?
Self-inflicted gunshot wound to the back of the head. That's a joke, by the way. I'm joking on that part. That's a joke. Let's continue.
Classic, I'm about to testify in front of, Congress kind of move there, shooting yourself with a gun. A friend of Barnett's even claimed he told her if anything happens, it's not suicide. But, suicide. People are often, doing pranks surrounding their own deaths. They're often like, this is going to be a good mystery. We shouldn't really look into this further, and I personally will not be doing that, okay? But Boeing did drop the ball in a wider sense. What else? We have the Drake and Kendrick beef, and I don't really, there's opinions on that, but I would say Drake dropped the ball because he lost so hard that he sued the record label or whatever the fuck. That's just bad looks all around. So we're gonna give it to Drake for dropping the ball on that one. Also, the fact that he sued the record company for pumping up numbers on Kendrick's songs, but he didn't sue Kendrick for defamation for calling him a pedophile. Little telling there, Drake. To one of hip-hop's greatest moments in culture, to one of hip-hop's lowest moments in culture, we get Ray Gun, the Australian breakdancer who broke the internet at the Summer Olympics with her, I'll say it, dog shit performance. When you think of...
That was memed for a month straight.
Talk about improv dance.
I still love the meme. I still love that meme I saw of, what happens if you spray a roach with a full can of Raid and it's sitting on the floor? Oh, there was a football player when he got his first.
Oh yeah.
He got his first touchdown. He did that dance in the.
I'm surprised it has. It's big when they make a Fortnite dance with it.
Breakdancing, you do not think of pretending to be a kangaroo. What the fuck is this? I'm only partially blaming her for this one. It's unbelievable that she was able to get away with what she did there. But there is so much going on here that is wrong. Not just her terrible white person attempt at something so inherently black. It's just that it didn't seem like a black person was involved in any of this. The other dancers, yes, but the Australian shit, what the fuck? She can try and justify her performance by saying it's her vision of self-expression and how that's what breakdancing is all about. But in reality, her performance amounts to someone who has no business occupying a space and deciding to do whatever the fuck they want while they're there. At its very best, it was disrespectful. Give that fucking position to someone else who's at least better at breakdancing. And you might think this lady would know better because she's a researcher and lecturer who studies the cultural politics of breakdancing. And that just goes to harken back.
She tried.
So she's a professor, not a... Oh my god.
Back to the fact that academia has got its head so firmly shoved up its own ass it doesn't know where it is. Alright, that was enough.
Yes.
Let's move on to our next category, which is much more fun, which is the memes of the year. Now, memes are probably one of the most subjective things I could discuss in this video. We all have our own algorithms. We all get our own curated source of brain slop on our feed, so to each their own. I'm not sure how popular every meme is actually going to be. So I'm just going to hit the ones that seem to be the most influential this year and see just how far off base I am from the common memer. Number one, of course, we have Rap Boy Summer. This was very important to me. This was a very big moment in my life. Sure, they paved over the famous rat pothole in Chicago, but they couldn't pave over the adult horniness for rat-shaped men this summer. Someone on the internet noticed that, for some reason, all the hot boys in Hollywood right now have a mousy-ass...
Wait, those are hot?
To someone they are.
That's what hot is? They look ugly. I'm sorry, no.
Dustin A. Rap Boy.
Quality to them. You've got Jeremy Allen White, Barry Kogan, Glenn Powell, Mike Feist, and me. They were talking about me, I would assume. After literally years of you guys calling me Rap Boy in the comment sections, I can only assume that was a profession of lust for me and not just you guys being really mean, because that would hurt my ego and devastate my brain. And also, overall, it was a big dub for short, mousy men that are out there. It's been a tough for us for a long time. This just helped us out a bunch. Also, I didn't know when to bring this up, but someone made this fan art of me a few months...
Oh, imagine getting roasted so hard someone actually drove.
Make it go away.
It's back, and it is horrifying, and I just, the YouTube people, I put it on my Twitter, you guys don't know about this at all, so I just thought you guys should take a gander into what my fan base is like. Next up, we have the Hawk Tuah girl. Oh boy, do I
burn
the Hawk Tuah
fire.
girl. Wondering where we're at as a culture? Consider the Hawk Tuah phenomenon. One of the biggest memes of the year was a video of a cheerful young Southern belle describing how she gobbles knob. I'll admit there's something charming about her.
I wish there was a way to roll my eyes. Let's see.
Can I just, like, total recall?
Did I roll my eyes? Did I do it?
I don't think you can on your model. There you go.
It worked.
Yeah. Oh my! At least she's going down her downfall now, so I'm glad.
Burn and fire.
Frank assessment and expertise. And now, just like any other semi-successful white person, except for me, she has a podcast. The show is called Talk Tua, and it's on Jake Paul's podcast network. Now, despite everyone's ability to pretend
Hakuna Matata.
Tuna mat-
Thank you, Papa Meat, for that.
like they don't give a shit, she definitely has something going for her. Her podcast is currently the 5th most listened to on Spotify, which I cannot believe.
Actually, no,
What?
that's not the truth, Ellen.
It's also spawned a great spin-off podcast called Talk Tua, where these two guys
What?
sit down and like swirl their wine and talk.
And people give you shit for being an anime woman on the internet.
Who gave me shit?
I'm just saying, people give VTubers shit for being anime women. And people listen to this shit!
Hey, my dribble is at least more entertaining than that dribble.
Oh my god.
Very
lose their
seriously
personality.
and break down every episode of the Talk to a podcast as if it's like drama. You guys should look into it. It's fantastic. But here's the thing. I think the Talk to a girl, or at least the people surrounding her, are genius.
If you guys are in crypto, you're most likely mentally ill, and I'm gonna count myself as mentally ill for even being here right now. And you guys should be kissing my ass because I'm trying to do something dope.
Not because she's some kind of comedian George Carlin, but her ability to stay relevant through hate and just, people talking shit about her is awe-inspiring. It seems like at every moment people start to forget about her, she ends up at like a fancy house party and people take videos of her and people are like, why don't I get to live that life? Or she gets a podcast on Jake Paul's network, someone else everyone hates. She just knows how to stay culturally relevant in a cycle of hate and, she's fully aware of that. She was just she doesn't give a shit. She would just...
Hey baby.
Huh?
If she can make it on YouTube, on the internet, you can make it on the internet.
You think?
You're a drunk VTuber. You could go. You have more personality, more effort into this than she did by spitting on peepees. You were taking a drink when you did. I do it on that thing.
I'm a bomb to
be a school teacher if any of this was going back to normal. And since we're on the topic of absolute brain rot, how about we give it to the Costco guys? I love these dudes. We bring the boom! So in order to truly appreciate...
I don't know. This one, that's just more wholesome. It's funny and it's wholesome.
Until Papa Meat got a hold of it.
And then, yeah. But even still, like, they're not... I don't see them being controversial. I mean, at least they're a little more original.
I guess. I mean, it's... Duh. I mean, they're
Appreciate
what,
the father-son
reviewing the store.
Well, they're just kind of being me.
Duo that is the Costco guys. We have to give a round of applause for the extremely annoying 2023 meme format where X, of course we Y. Like, I'm a white guy, of course I'm racist. That's the format of the meme. That meme was dying, but these guys capitalized on it in a huge way. AJ and Big Justice took that meme's final dying breath and used it to breathe life into their socials with a Costco
Hold on, I
version.
got
And
one.
that worked.
What?
I'm an anime waifu. Of course I have jiggly tits. Woo, 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 woo.
To an amazing degree. Like, it was uncanny how they acted in it. Like, it was very, like, I don't know how to describe it. They seemed soulless, but in a beautiful...
By the way, I found the dad of the kid, he used to be a wrestler.
Yeah, didn't we watch a thing about that?
Yeah.
Beautiful American way. Now AJ and Big Justice have become the Costco guys, and their lore is weird. AJ is a pro ex-wrestler. Big Justice is a small, portly child. The Rizzler comes into play down the line, who is not a child of the family, just a family friend, I believe. And they all scream about double chunk chocolate cookies and chicken bakes from Costco. And now they just do whatever they want. Like, they're doing food reviews, they made a catchy little song, they're actually doing WWE wrestling, like the...
What?
Oh, cool. Good for him. He got back into entertainment. That's cool.
You've been out of WWE for a while, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
whole family. And
WWE's dead to me ever since The Undertaker retired.
Ever since they lost to Roman Reigns.
Which was bullshit. No.
Uh,
That was a bullshit match and you know it.
They use the boom meter to rate food on a rating of boom or doom. I like these guys. It makes me happy to watch them. And yes, at the very most, it's brain dead internet activity. I would say I enjoy these videos in an ironic sense more than anything. But this is like the exact opposite of why the Talk to a Girl works. Like, I think a lot of people just want to see these guys do well. They're living the dream, and they seem like a good family to do it. Now, do I see this ending in tragedy when the money stops coming in and the dad already put a down payment on a mansion and now he's making the Rizzler and Big Justice do dance moves on TikTok and screaming at them? Yes, that's obviously gonna happen. But for right now, we're doing good, baby. I'm happy to watch it. Up next, we have the...
I mean, anyone with kids and entertainment, you never know. I hope he stays wholesome, but you never know.
Wonka experience, or Willy...
Oh, this!
Wow.
Oh, yes, the AI Willy Wonka experience that fucked up so bad. I remember Charlie was talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Something I completely forgot to happen. The Wonka experience in Glasgow happened to be a lot of people's first experience with AI-generated marketing. And if I know anything about AI, it usually means someone is lying to someone else. Parents bought tickets.
Where was this at?
Oh, wait, in Britain.
Oh. So this doesn't even affect us. Why are we talking?
Tickets for this. Fun, whimsical, definitely dodging a trademark, but you know, no red flags besides that. But what they got was this. That looks like they're making meth, and that lady looks like she often makes meth. A lot of dreams died in that Glasgow warehouse. It was all a scam.
Willy Wonka in the meth lab.
It literally was like a big empty room with like a ball pit, and like there was one station, and there was also a creepy creature that was not in the book that was there named the Unknown. There was just so many bad things that happened.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Did you not watch the full Charlie video?
I know, but it's been a while since I watched it. I forgot.
Parents were so angry that they even called the police. And imagine getting scammed so bad that you step outside the building and dial 911 or whatever fucking Ireland has. I don't know what numbers they have. But yeah, good meme all around. Made me laugh my ass off the first time I saw it. That Oompa Loompa lady is fucking hilarious. And then we have Moo Dang and Pesto the penguin. Quick.
I did not hear about the penguin, but Moo! I love little Moo! He's so cute! He's a great tape!
Recap, Moo Dang was a baby pygmy hippo that everyone thought was super cute and they made memes about her. And Pesto was this freak of nature baby penguin that was growing exponentially fast and people made memes about him as well. So there's two animal memes going on at once, and to be honest, I'm Team Pesto. I kind of don't really fuck with Moo Dang at all. I mean, first of all, Pesto, he's a fucking miracle. A giant baby penguin towering over his relatives, and he still has the fur coat and he waddles behind his mom like a penguin even though he's...
Oh, he probably has that one,
Gigantism?
gigantism, gene thingy.
Is he gonna be like the super penguin when
Super penguin.
I didn't even know about this.
I didn't know about super penguin. That sounds so cute.
Gigantic. How often does that happen? I'm not a scientist, but that seems like something to look forward to. But then, like, Moo Dang is just a baby hippo. That happens every time there's a baby hippo. But Pesto, walking up to the glass at the enclosure and showing off his massive girth, being proud of it, that's something I can get behind. That's my king. So let's cap off the meme section with the notoriously underplanned New York Dublin portal. Do you remember this?
Oh,
An interactive
yeah.
video art installation was set up to live stream between the cities, and it was immediately abused horribly. You'd think it was the Americans on the side of the portal that would be the most misbehaved, and yeah, a lady like flashed her tits and they like held up potatoes, but the Dublin side was way worse. Dublin displayed pornography, they exposed their genitals and projected profanities from their phones, and they like would not stop showing pictures of 9/11. Like that's
What? I could have sworn that it was our side that was doing the pornography and stuff.
Apparently both sides, but they took it to the next level.
Ooh.
pretty much the majority of what they were doing. And in hindsight, that's...
They were doing the Johnny Somali to us.
Oh my god. This is payback for Johnny Somali. For unleashing him on the world.
Pretty funny. I found that pretty humorous, but like I understand why they would have to shut the portal down. The screen was temporarily turned off, and I guess they rebooted it with more security and truncated hours, but I haven't heard anything about it since. But now they're putting one up in Philly. There's a portal in Philly. I don't know where it's going to attach.
Oh, this is not going to end well. If it's in Philadelphia, it's not going to end well.
Ooh.
left to, but do you think it's gonna be better? Philly is a fucking nightmare city full of nightmare people. We have one more that I snuck in here. We have Freak Bob. Maybe this was just on my feed. Does anyone know what Freak Bob is? Chris, you're gonna have to dig a little bit, but Freak Bob, you'd be watching like a reel of a meme, and then while you're watching it, Freak Bob would call, and then you're like, what the fuck? And then it would go away, and you're like, who the fuck was Freak Bob? And then one time, someone answers the Freak Bob call, and it's a really sad voicemail. So Chris, just put it up. It makes me laugh every time.
Hey man, it's Freak Bob. Thanks for answering.
All right, it's a good thing we had top of the shelf memes to look at while we stayed inside and scrolled on our phones this entire year, because most of the world was breaking apart and melting down. So let's go down the list of all the things that made me contemplate the meaning of life in the category of shit that went wrong this year. Okay, so number one, global temperatures rising. They keep doing that. They won't stop doing that. 2024 was the hottest year ever recorded, beating out 2023. So upward curve of hell. Earth has seen 540 consecutive months with temperatures above the 20th century average. Scientists predict temperatures will rise more in the next 50 years than they have in the previous 6,000, and the effects could displace hundreds of millions of people. And quick note to the people who think man-made global warming is a myth. Are you still thinking that, or like, do you just think like, are we screwed? Like the Earth is just doing that?
You know, it wasn't that warm around here this year, I swear.
We're in
the Midwest, but it didn't feel like it was that much warmer where we were. I don't know.
It's hard to notice. I mean, it's winter right now. It's cold.
Yeah, and it's going to probably start snowing here in the next couple hours.
Yeah.
So,
But, I don't know.
We didn't have a white Christmas, we had a white Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it snowed on Thanksgiving. That was different.
Itself, like, wouldn't you want to try and stop it as best you can? Because obviously we're all going to die.
You know what? How? How do we stop this? Really? Realistically, how?
I don't know.
There's no way. You can recycle all the fuck you want. It's not gonna make a difference.
Let's just continue.
Have you looked up wet bulb? Do you know what? Look up wet bulb and get back to me. Just who cares? Let's spend a little money and try and fucking fix this shit. At the very least, stop letting people dump shit in the ocean. I don't know. Why are you so against saving the Earth? It's so...
Yeah, maybe at least stop dumping shit in the ocean. Can we at least do that much?
Tell that to the people who's doing it. They don't give a fuck.
weird to me. In the same vein of the Earth shitting on us is the triple hurricane. If God is real, he's so mad at us. But the triple hurricane was just one in a long line of doomsday appetizers. Between July 13th and 16th, Americans saw as over 79 tornadoes break out. The remake of the movie Twisters came out also, so maybe that was like a
That movie sucked.
It was a Hallmark movie. I swear to God, it was a fucking Hallmark movie.
The original was better, but it was still better than Into the Storm.
Oh my God.
Fuck that
marketing
movie.
campaign, but still not good. The economic damage of Hurricane Helene or Helene, whatever, I don't remember what it's called, alone is estimated to cost between $225 and $250 billion.
Oh, yeah.
And also, people...
Oh yeah, that flooded North Carolina bad.
Oh.
That was the one that went up like along the Appalachians.
Mm-hmm.
It flooded North Carolina or South Carolina. No, it was North Carolina really bad.
Sheesh.
All right.
People think that the liberals did it. People think that the liberals made the hurricanes. A good portion of Americans actually believe that. What do we do? What are we supposed to do? Like,
Really?
a lot of us have gone completely insane since the pandemic.
Who thinks we made hurricane?
No. Specifically, who thinks liberals made... where do you get this information from?
It's probably some idiot on Twitter. Anyway.
Literally, people have lost their minds. What do we do? Speaking of which, let's talk about brain rot. I mentioned it earlier, but brain rot is a real problem to me. But the string of nonsense that has got Gen Alpha cackling seems pretty different. The issue here is that kids have taken very specific moments in recent meme history, strung them together, and put them in incomprehensible sentences that are only funny to people who are in the know.
Were you the Peter Griffin skin in the only up Avi? Jinx, you mean Ed says. You got me. This is so crazy. It's like I woke up in Femboy Furry Land. Like, is this Cap? Chat, is this?
My brain, it hurts.
Here, I can do better. Bibbly bobbles me and come on, what's some now? What the house, what the cat, but a snack with the yum yum, with the down to us now. But after what the cat traps, the cow, get it down, but moo. Ah, moo.
How could you say all those slurs? We can't say all those slurs out loud.
It's cause I'm...
Mental illness is what this is. But each one of those words in that sentence has a...
What?
My brain stopped mid-speech.
Yes.
a history and a lore behind it that only the most fucking internet savvy people could ever understand. We continue to live in a plausible deniability of what, you know, the internet is doing to our brains. But 2024 might be the last year we can do that because Gen Alpha is cooked. They are fried. Next up we have P. Diddy. You guys know about P. Diddy, what happened with him this year? I don't think we need to jump in this one too deep. It just turns out that P. Diddy was to hip hop and celebrities as Epstein was to celebrities and the government.
It makes me wonder if D. Pitties needs to change his name.
I love the memes that came out of this. I was all the cops trying. They did like a meme of it was like some lubed up slide, and the cops trying to crawl up Diddy's house.
If that makes sense. He was a fucking prolific, horrible sex maniac that I can't. YouTube will cut my dick off if I talk about him in too much detail. So let's move on to our next category, which is Villain of the Year. Which now that I'm realizing P. Diddy should have been in that, but he was a network.
For me, Sephiroth. Sephiroth.
I
Sephiroth.
think these are real life villains of the year.
I don't care. He's showing he's showing also DC characters, but whatever. Sephiroth.
Badness. Like, he was way more than a villain. So in terms of villains this year, we have Trump. And I don't want to get that is political, but like, even if you wanted him to win, obviously he is the villain in that story. It's like a movie style plot. He has gold hair, he lives in a tower, he has henchmen. That's a villain. He is a villain. Moving on. Next up we have Watcher. Remember that shit? Do you remember these fucking guys? I made a joke video about it.
Oh yeah, didn't Nux talk about this? These guys,
I would argue that Biden and Kamala are good villains too.
They're all anybody
Anyone in politics makes a good villain.
In like 30 seconds at 11 at night one time, and that video did almost as good as any other video I've made. I almost pivoted to short form skit comedy. But the biggest PR disaster in 2024 had to belong to the crew at Watcher. The popular channel announced that they were leaving YouTube and putting their content behind a paywall. And not like Extra Tugg, where I've been making content specifically for like that paywall media. They said, hey, you know that shit you enjoy watching? We're gonna take it all and we're gonna put it over here. You're gonna have to pay us for it. And that's fucking insane.
It'd be like you putting our videos or our live stream behind an actual paywall.
That's retarded.
Yeah.
I just not watch it then.
They didn't think about that part.
If you know anything about making stuff on the internet, is that you can't give something for free and then take it away from people. You can make new things that they can buy, but like, once you do that, it's over. They made a dramatic video called Goodbye YouTube and their subscribers dropped like flies. Apparently, watching grown men pretend to be scared of ghosts for $6 a month isn't worth it. I like Watcher. I don't know why I'm being so mean, but like, come on, guys. Viewers thought this showed the channel had lost touch, and in 3 weeks following their announcement, they lost 1.3.
And $60 a year.
It's not worth it. Sorry, your content is not worth money to be spent like that.
It'd be like Mark.
I've never even heard of you.
It'd be like Mark and Jack or anybody or Gundam doing that.
Yeah. But they were
3 million subscribers. They quickly launched an apology and took back some of their paywall restrictions, but the damage was done. Honestly, their channel was the only one that didn't benefit from this announcement. So many YouTubers, including me, benefited off of this by making fun of it. It was like literally almost philanthropy that they did for the rest of us. It was really fun while it lasted. Next up, we have Mr. Beast. What a 180 and 360.
Oh.
So, the whole Mr. Beast lore is he was a good guy, and then he became a bad guy because of stuff.
We'll get into it.
Yeah.
We're not a Mr. Beast fan because we're not 12.
Yeah.
65 days. When it comes to actual charity, I believe we should leave most creators out of it, because in an industry that cares about nothing but cold hard clicks, you get frauds like Mr. Beast. Now, I'll be fully upfront, I've never watched a Mr. Beast video. Not once in my life. I've watched the first 3 minutes of one, and then I realized the editing style and YouTuber voice is something that's only for like, once again, brain-rotted Gen Alphas. Like, I cannot handle that. And also, as a YouTuber myself, watching someone succeed to that degree makes me sick to my stomach. It is a jealousy thing, and I'll admit that. Anyway, that's my personal taste.
For the record, Mr. Beast, last I looked, had 300 million subscribers.
Yeah. What does he do? Just
Brain rot. It looks like game show, but brain rot.
Can I be brain rot enough?
You got 2 reasons for it to be brain rot.
Oh.
That specifically doesn't make you a villain. What does make you a villain is
We had
rigging
that type of
contest
movies.
results, faking videos, and creating giveaways that are essentially illegal lotteries aimed at children. And then there's the whole Chris thing, which wasn't Mr. Beast's fault, but it wasn't a good look. And now there's
Basically, Chris thing is he was targeted to underage fans.
talks of insider trading, and people are proving the fact that he used AI to make his charity videos seem more charitable. Listen, I'm not saying all of this shit is true or that he's a bad guy, but some of this is obviously true, and that would make him a bad guy. But I guess that's what happens with all creators. Which, holy fuck, that's gonna happen to me. I wonder when the YouTube dam is gonna break over my forehead. But enough about the villains, let's talk about the heroes of the year. Let's make things happy for a second. Up first, we got Elon Musk. Elon Musk turned Twitter into X, which I can't do this fucking bit. You ruined Twitter for me. There's like actual Nazi shit.
We don't have Twitter, so we're indifferent. Although
Indifferent.
I will agree, Community Notes is the best thing Twitter ever did.
I don't know
It's basically when someone posts some bullshit tweet and then someone posts an actual community note saying the truth underneath it.
Oh.
On my feed right now. Like,
It's funny to see people actually start fighting the community notes.
Oh.
I'm not interacting with it, but they're like, there's people praising Hitler in my algorithm. He's a fucking idiot. Anyway, moving on. Instead, I think, personally, a good hero of this year is Chapel Roan. I've been having a lot of fun with Chapel Roan. Chapel Roan is bringing back 2000s pop star diva vibes, and we've been missing out on that for a hot minute. Sure, we've had Taylor Swift for years, but her vibe is like horse girl vibes. You know, it's like a girl who brags about how good her handwriting is. But Chapel Roan, she's doing something for all of us. She's doing something for the pink pony girls out here, including me. She's larger than life. She's a lightning rod for culture that's fun for a change. She's empowering without being bland like Katy Perry. And edgy.
I could care less.
Yeah, we don't know. We're not pop.
I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Here, if you want a good, I guess, music artist, Ado. Ado is the best music artist I know.
Without doing whatever the fuck Charlie XCX is doing, which is cocaine. Chapel Roan put in the work too. She's been fucking toiling around for 10 years before she finally got her big break. Honestly, that's an inspiration to creatives everywhere. That's hero material. And yeah, she keeps canceling shows and telling her fans to fucking chill out every once in a while, but we need that. We need that in our culture right now.
Simp? Simp much?
Alright, continue.
Simp much.
Culture and parasocial relationships have gotten way too fucking insane. It's like that idol culture in Korea. She did a good job pointing that out and did it with a little bit more elegance than Doja Cat did a few years ago. Chapel Roan has not given up and she's doing it on her own terms, and for that, I am a pink pony girl. Pink Pony Club. I love that song. Next up for the hero of the year, we have the Yankees. As a Boston fan, let me explain. These guys were the heroes of the baseball world, willing to lay down their...
To be honest, could care less. Again.
Yeah, we're not baseball people, as you can tell.
We're not sports people at all. Like, I won't even watch sports anime, except for one. Only one sports anime is good to me, and that's Blue Lock.
What about NASCAR? Does that count?
NASCAR's not a anime.
What about a sport?
It's fine.
lives so we could be free to enjoy ours. The villainous Yankees finally took the role of the heroes when they fucking choked so goddamn hard in the World Series. God bless the Yankees. They lost so fucking hard, dude. Oh my god, they lost so hard. It was so nice. They choked harder than a toddler at a Cheesecake Factory. They ate more shit than Charles Lawton. Going to Manhattan and watching Yankees fans every game slowly lose hope, pretend like they had a chance. It gave me 10 more years on my life. Hating the Yankees is more important to me than loving the Red Sox. I swear to God. Yankee Stadium and Yankees can go suck a big fat wiener. Every day of the week, baby. And also, last second shout out for Hero of the Year, Simone Biles. I love Simone Biles so much. If I could spend a day with anyone at their job, sign me up for a Simi B. I want to see her work in action. She's got spunk, charm, and she nailed the Yurchenko double spikes, whatever the fuck it is, so emphatically that they renamed the move after her. She's only 4'8" and can jump the height of 12 feet. My short queen is living above the rim, and the Olympics this year, even though Ray Gun kind of ruined it for a lot of people, she was the shining star. She's been so good for most of my adult life, and I feel like we don't give her enough credit. Simone Biles, you are my queen. So I'd like to end 2024 by thanking all of you, my sweet Tugglets, my sweet little Tuggaroos. I love making content for such a cool and frankly mentally ill community. You guys are the real ones, and that's why this channel full of Wikipedia rabbit holes and Tony the Tiger thirst traps works. So that being said, I think it's only fair if I keep it real with you guys and you know, bring up the fact that I've made a bunch of mistakes in this year in my scripts. As Redditor Arkham Inmate 11 so eloquently put put it. Tugg is a comedian, not a scientist. His job is to make us laugh, not make us smarter. And he's right. I get a lot of shit wrong, and I'm not doing it up.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
he's an
we're-
entertainer. Entertainers are not meant to know everything. Hell, we don't know shit.
We just have boobies.
Oh, woo, woo, woo.
Keep turning the volume down.
I can't help it. The thing keeps falling
Purpose.
out of
I'm
my
just not like an
ear.
expert researcher. When I read scientific terms, I'm kind of just guessing sometimes if it gets too complicated. I fuck up a lot. So I wanted to clarify some of those fuck ups so you guys understand that I'm trying my best here and that I'm willing to admit defeat when I need to so that we can all go into 2025 with a clean slate, okay? Number 1, Antarctica. In my Antarctica video, I claimed that Antarctic sea spiders don't have any close relatives, and that was extremely wrong. The truth is they are very closely related to horseshoe crabs. Obviously, there was a lot of science shit going on the Wikipedia there, and I got confused with some of the jargon, so I regret this error.
I think that's wrapping it up.
Alright,
So I guess that was the review of 2024.